Hello there. First of all, welcome to the FIMP family, which we refer to as, for short, FIMP fam. Second of all, I apologize if you're thinking that is a remarkably pale ginger on the camera right now. You're correct, and I'm sorry. There's just not a whole lot I can do about it. I've tried tanning, it doesn't work out. Uh, so I want to take a few minutes here to introduce you to FIMP. Some very, very, very important stuff in here. I have marked here, skip at your own risk, because if you get down the road and you haven't watched this entire video to introduce you to the project and understand it a little bit better, understand what it helps you accomplish, what reasonable expectations are versus unreasonable expectations, and you get down the road and you go, Ian, you didn't make this clear in the beginning, or Ian, I'm not getting the results that you promised I would get. I'm going to say, first and foremost, did you watch the introduction? All right, it's that important. So I'll get through it as quickly as I can so that we can get into the real nitty gritty and the meat and potatoes and the really excellent training. It's going to be the best free training you've ever seen. I guarantee it. But first we need to cover some ground rules and kind of all get on the same page. So the first thing I want to talk about is what you can expect to learn at FIMP. Everything you need to know about building a profitable internet business with less than $100 in startup capital, that is the focus of FIMP. And it doesn't matter how little you know, how tech challenged you are, how much trouble you've had following other products in the past. None of that matters. FIMP is designed to take someone that knows nothing about this industry and train them all of the way up to a profitable internet business. And you will not find training this effective, this thorough, this step-by-step for less than $1,000 to $2,000 out there. And a lot of what even those $1,000 and $2,000 courses include, I know because I've run a consumer protection website industry in the internet marketing and online business space where we buy all of these products and we review them. I've been doing that for the past 5 years. I know what's in these products, and a lot of what you'll find in FIMP breaks things down to an even deeper level and even deeper understanding, even more step-by-step, and provides even more clarity than some of the highest priced products in this industry, period. So don't write FIMP off just because it's free. So many people that make that mistake, or they go through the FIMP training and they go, oh, okay, I've studied this. Now I'm going to go pay $1,000 for this product. FIMP was designed so that nobody would ever have to pay $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 for a product in the future unless they absolutely wanted to, right? So don't fall victim to thinking that just because it's free, it's not that good. Believe me, you couldn't be more wrong if that's what you think. And the other thing is, don't get distracted by shiny object syndrome, because that probably claims more people in this industry than anything I've seen. I have not seen anything take down more aspiring internet entrepreneurs and aspiring online business owners than shiny object syndrome, than not staying put for long enough to actually see results. Because if you stay put at FIMP, you will see results. So these strategies apply to affiliate marketing, e-commerce and drop shipping websites, selling your own training or digital products. Any way, and I talk about this early in the training, there are multiple ways you can monetize a website. What a profitable online business comes down to at its core is, do you have traffic? And can you convert that traffic into revenue? And there are multiple ways to do that. It's referred to, of course, as monetizing a website. And whether you monetize with affiliate marketing or e-commerce and drop shipping, or selling your own training or your own digital products, or some other form of monetization, such as selling consulting services, selling some kind of local business consulting services, it doesn't matter. FIMP will teach you how to get traffic and how to make money, regardless of what your monetization method is. A lot of people come into this training thinking, oh, I want to do e-commerce and drop shipping. Can FIMP help me with that? Oh, it looks like a different track than other things I've seen in other products. And that's because what other products don't tell you is to take the traditional route in e-commerce and drop shipping, or very often in affiliate marketing or selling your own products or services or consulting, etc. is that if you're going to go a more traditional route and you want to get results really quickly, you're probably going to need somewhere between $5,000 to $10,000 in a pay-per-click advertising budget. And product publishers don't disclose that because if they disclose it, you won't buy their product, right? They say, oh yeah, you can get started for $5 a day. It's no big deal. All right. I don't play any of those games here at FIMP. I know that most people that enter this industry don't have the funding to invest $5,000 or $10,000 and lose it all before they start to see results. So what I teach here at FIMP is how to make money regardless of one of these monetization methods or something else. What I'm teaching you how to do is to get traffic to a website, which you need to make money. It's a prerequisite for any internet business to be profitable. I'm teaching you how to get traffic and how to get it with a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. It's going to take time, but it's going to cost you less than $100 to get it up and going. Okay, so and that $100 isn't paid directly to me. That $100 is invested in tools in your business. Okay, so another thing that people find interesting and kind of frankly off-putting because they misunderstand things when they enter FIMP is that I'm not recommending any unnecessary tools or unnecessary training just for money. What you find a lot in this industry, if you've been around very much, is people recommend, oh, you need a landing page software. Oh, you need an email marketing service. Oh, you need X. Oh, you need Y. Oh, you need Z. You need all these different things, and they add up to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. They aren't necessary. The vast majority of people that are recommending those tools, although sometimes they are well-intentioned, what they're likely doing is just trying to make an affiliate commission off of you. You see people recommending ClickFunnels across the affiliate marketing and internet marketing space like crazy right now because they get paid $38.50 every month you stay on as a ClickFunnels customer, okay? So although ClickFunnels is a great tool, don't get me wrong, you probably don't need it for the first 8 to 12 months of your business. And the same is true for a lot of things, basically outside of web hosting. Once you have web hosting, you have enough to get going. There are some other things you can invest in that are going to shortcut the process and make research and stuff a little bit easier, but even those aren't necessary. And in FIMP, I teach how to do it for free so you don't have to invest in any other tools basically outside of hosting. That's it. So we'll talk about that later as we go through the program. Everything here is 100% up to date. As I re-record this intro. I recorded FIMP a little bit over a year ago, and as updates have come through, I have updated the training, and I will continue to do so. My team and I make a very active effort to keep FIMP updated. And no exaggeration, every person who has been disciplined and they followed FIMP and they've gone through all of the training, they took it to heart, and they put in the work, has seen first-time success in online business. Now, I'm not saying these people are making $20,000 after a week. Those are ridiculous claims, and I'll address those later in this course as well. For free, again, for free. But we're talking about people that, after a little bit of work, they're following the training, they're starting to make $100 a month. $300 a month, $500 a month, and it's snowballing, right? They make their first $1,000 month. They make their first $3,000 month. Now, I also want to make very clear, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful, right? Nobody can do that. Only you can guarantee your success, and we talk about that in section 2 here at FIMP, how you can guarantee your success. But what I can say is every single person that's put in the work, they followed the training closely, and they've stuck with it like FIMP teaches, has seen their first profit in internet business. All right. So how is FIMP structured? I want to talk about this a little bit. There are 2 stages of free training. The first stage, stage 1, is lessons 1.1 through lesson 4.4. Okay, so all of that, it has to do with planning and setting a foundation and coming up with an early stage strategy that sets you up for success. This applies even if you have an existing business, because depending on where you've learned from in the past, there's a lot that product publishers and teachers in this industry kind of glaze over, and they don't do a good enough job teaching. They don't provide enough criteria for a multitude of reasons. And ultimately, you may be on a path towards failure, even if you have an existing project, without realizing, which is why it's important for everyone, existing business owners and brand new business owners that are looking to start a brand new project, should go through all of the training, even if you think you know it, okay? So stage 1 contains over 5 hours of high quality, comprehensive video training. And it's like this, we're in this setting with a screencast where I kind of walk you through bullet points, and I also take you into live sites and show you real examples, etc. We're going to cover in that first stage of free training, understanding internet business from a 10 plus year veteran's perspective. All right. I've been making my full-time living in internet marketing for over 10 years now. I know I don't look like I'm old enough for that to be the case, but for whatever reason, as a really nerdy ginger child, I started studying internet marketing at 15 years old. And so I've been doing this for half of my life now and profitable for over 10 years. So a lot of people don't break down the fundamentals of this industry as well as I think everyone should understand going into things. A lot of them just kind of dive right in and they skip over a bunch of details and they don't give you the perspective that they've developed over the past several years that make those dots connect as clearly and make things click as clearly as they should if you had better fundamentals. So it's not like we spend hours and hours on that, but it's important for you to get that foundation and to get that perspective that a lot of people go 5 years in this industry without even ever understanding. So you're just going to skip all of that growth curve and jump right into someone that's been in this industry over 10 years perspective. We're also going to go over goal setting and mindset training. When I say mindset training, I roll my own eyes because a lot of people hear mindset and they think woo-woo crap, right? Just stuff that's not actionable, that's not helpful, and that's not what this mindset training is. This is the stuff that I wish I knew for the first 5 years, the first 8 years, the first 10 years I was running an internet business. Because although it's like, oh, Ian, teach me the strategies. I want to know the strategies. I want to dig into the training, etc. That's all there too. But believe me, after many, many, many years in this industry and seeing a lot of people succeed and a lot of people fail, the number one component to successful people in this industry is their mindset going in, which is why we work on it early on. And it's something that most product publishers in this industry totally skip over. They don't even think to talk about it. And I am 100% confident that that is the number one thing someone should be teaching you in order to set you up for success. And that's why it's one of the very first things I teach you at FIMP, okay? And in addition to that, you're going to get 2.5 hours of niche selection training to find out which niche is best for you, which niches should be targeted, which niches are valid versus which niches are invalid. And if my American pronunciation of niche is off-putting to you, I apologize. I know it's not how it's pronounced. It's just habit now. And so, you're going to get 2.5 hours of niche selection training that's more in depth. It's more helpful. It's more clear than anything else online. I found over the years that the thing people struggle with the most is picking a niche. And yeah, maybe they pick a niche and they find something fairly easily, but what they don't realize is, oh, there aren't high enough affiliate commissions in that niche. Oh, that's not a buying audience. They think of all of these different, or maybe it's too broad, maybe it's too narrow. These are all things we cover in great detail, and that's why there are 2.5 hours. Believe me, it's not just a bunch of fluff training. They're essential components, and they're essential criteria for picking a good niche. And after building probably a couple dozen niche websites over the last over 10 years, I've kind of come up with a formula that I share in section 3. And that's why there's so much training. And believe me, you will have never seen niche training that is better than the niche training you get for free here at FIMP. And you're also going to figure out towards the beginning of section 4, the first steps towards getting a website up and running, right? Picking a really good domain name, all of these other things that are, again, often overlooked. We're going to start digging into some of those, all right? So after you get through that first stage of free training, there's stage 2, which is another stage of the core FIMP free training, and that is lessons 4.5 through 8.2, which has to do with launching your website and getting traffic, promoting your website, creating high quality content, getting visitors to your website that you can over time turn into money, which is what we're all in this for, right? So this second stage of free training is only for serious members who invest in the tools that are necessary for your business. Again, I don't recommend anything that's unnecessary or unhelpful just for the sake of an affiliate commission. But FIMP does have a lot of overhead. We have team members, we have software costs, server costs, etc., that we have to cover. And so if you only go through stage one, you're still going to be very happy. You're still going to learn a ton. But if you decide to invest in, namely, the most common thing that people purchase through FIMP to keep FIMP funded and gain access to the second stage of free training is hosting. If you already have hosting, we have other options as well to continue with the training. If you go through the first section, the first stage of free training, and you think, yeah, this is really good. I like this guy. He's a little bit pale and he's a little bit redheaded, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of, but I like the way he teaches and I like the quality of information. I like what I'm learning. I want to continue. So the most common way that's done is by purchasing hosting through FIMP, and that helps pay for our team members. It helps keep our lights on, etc. But there are other options if you already have hosting elsewhere. All right. So if you do that, and you decide to proceed with the stage 2 of free training, all those details and the instructions are laid out throughout the training, but you're going to get access to 10 more hours of free step-by-step training. We're going to cover everything you need to know about generating traffic with little to no capital investment. Again, the focus of FIMP is to get you from knowing nothing to having a profitable internet business for less than $100. That's the goal of FIMP, and we do it very well. There have been a lot of people over the last little over a year since we launched that see success, that have made this happen. All they do is they follow the training and they exercise the discipline that they need to get there. All right, so we're going to talk about keyword research, high quality content creation, multiple website promotion strategies, and more. And also for the people that support FIMP and get access to stage 2, I also provide a little bit of supplemental and kind of higher level training where you get to see me kind of help members over the shoulder go over their real world websites, help them, provide suggestions, get them on track during the early stages or even later stages to figure out how they can actually make money with their website. So that's an additional 10 hours of content on top of the 10 additional hours of core free FIMP training that I kind of give as a thank you to everyone that keeps FIMP funded. Because to keep this community up and running, up to date, and supported and spam free, if you've been in internet marketing or online business long, you know there is so much spam in this industry. And the capital we require just to keep the team members on board that moderate and keep the spam out so that our community stays really high quality is so much higher than most people realize. And so in order for us to stay funded and keep going, we rely on those tools that you need for your business anyways, but that you invest in them through our link. There is nothing we recommend that is not helpful or isn't necessary. Okay, so you'll see that when you get there, but I like to give people a heads up because I believe in 100% transparency. And again, even if you never got to stage 2, you only went through stage 1, which is totally public and available, and you never have to invest in anything, you never have to support FIMP in any way, you would still get so much better of an understanding of this industry than most people do, even after being in it for 3, 5, 7, 8 years. So from there, we also have options to continue developing and getting more advanced, but everything you need to profit is in stage 1 and stage 2 of the free training, okay? And we'll talk about those more as you go through the training itself. So how much value you get out of FIMP is totally up to you, regardless of whether you only ever explore the first 5 hours of training in stage 1 that I just talked about, or you claim access to stage 2's free training by supporting FIMP with a tool purchase that your business needs anyways. Again, most commonly hosting. You'll walk away a dramatically smarter, better equipped internet entrepreneur, and you'll be studying hundreds of dollars in training totally free of charge. That's true for stage 1, that's true for stage 2. It's up to you how deep you dig and whether or not you ever support the project. If you just go through stage 1 and you go, you know what, that's enough. I got enough out of this. I think I'm going to go pay for another product elsewhere to get more training. This guy gets on my nerves, whatever it is, right? Then you're perfectly free to do that. Nobody is obligated to dig into stage 2. And whether you stop at stage 1 or, trust me, getting into stage 2 will absolutely be worth your time because it's the same quality, the same in-depth training. We just keep going deeper and deeper. You will be rewarded for your time. Believe me, everything here is designed to not waste your time and be very helpful and very clear so that you have actionable guidance on what to do once you're done here. So just dive into FIMP. Right? We're tying up the introduction here now. That was long-winded and I apologize, but I don't want anything to catch you off guard, right? I want you to understand the structure. I want you to understand the expectations, what expectations are reasonable for you to have of FIMP, the project, of me as your main teacher, and what expectations we have of you as you go through the training, and whether you just stick to the totally public stage 1 or you claim access to stage 2 by investing in a tool your business needs anyways, and that helps keep FIMP funded. So just dive in and follow the lessons. Again, regardless of how deep you go, whether you stop at the end of stage 1 or you keep going, you will leave here with complete clarity on how to build a profitable internet business. It's just a matter of how deep you decide to go with me as your teacher, our team members that help support you, and the rest of the community, because there are well over 10,000 people within FIMP now. We have over 10,000 active members, and they're all on the same journey as you, and many of them are very helpful. They're months further down the journey, and they are more than willing to help you as you get stuck along the way. And I'm there for you too. And we talk about that later in the course. So I wish you the absolute best of luck. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching this long introduction. From me and the rest of the FIMP team, please enjoy the training. And I hope you use FIMP to change your life using an internet business the same way I've been able to change mine. That is the main reason, the main motivation for me creating FIMP, is to make sure that I empower other people to change their lives the same way the internet business that allows me to travel and allows me to make more money than I could make if I were working for someone else, and call my own shots and take days off whenever I want, and employ incredible team members and allow them to provide for their families through my business and through FIMP, the community you're in now. These are the reasons that I love online business. And for me, it was a shame that there were so many scams out there. There still are so many scams out there. And that the really good stuff, you have to pay $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 to get into the really high quality in-depth training. So I created FIMP to empower everyone, no matter where they are, to get in, to dig in, and to start their business for less than $100 and get that access for free. And I hope it works for you. If you stick with it, it will. So we will see you as you go through the training. If you decide to create a free account here at FIMP, you will receive access to our FIMP Facebook community, our official support community as well. And we'll just kind of go from there. Everything's laid out very clearly as you go through the training. So just take it one lesson at a time. Take it step by step. Try to go through the lessons in order. Don't skip around. Don't skip lessons. Don't pop in here and then all backtrack, pop in here. It's designed very specifically to be easy to follow and set you up for success and leave no gaps. So enjoy, and I will see you in the rest of the training and hopefully in the FIMP community as well. Take care. Bye-bye.